What blockbuster movie star might be joining the MCU? What big moves is Disney making as we reach closer to the launch of Disney Plus? What would Ron Swanson look like as part of the Tanner family from Full House? We're about to answer those questions right now on the J-Pop channel. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started, if you're new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe and ring the little bell icon to stay up to date with all the new videos and content. And be sure to follow me on Instagram at J-Pop channel for a bunch of additional content on there. Now there's a ton of news to go over through the week. Here's a few things that I read this week that I thought that you guys would enjoy, so let's go over the news. Now it was reported this week that The Rock might actually be a part of Deadpool 3. Now this is extremely exciting because The Rock is one of the biggest stars in the whole entire world. He's made big business in the Fast and Furious movies. He's revived the whole Jumanji franchise. He's done a lot of great movies with Kevin Hart. He's pretty much done it all so far, but the one thing that he hasn't done is an MCU movie. Now the interesting thing about this story is that The Rock is already connected to the DC universe by playing Black Adam in a future film for that. Black Adam, of course, if you don't know, Black Adam is one of Shazam's biggest enemies, if not his biggest enemy. It was reported that Black Adam might get his solo film, but those movies have taken a lot of twists and turns over the years. We're not exactly sure when those movies are going to come out, when they're going to start production. Maybe at this point, with all the stopping and going with Black Adam, The Rock might be looking to do a superhero movie. Now recently on the set of Hobbs & Shaw, The Rock's new movie, there was a cameo in that movie by Ryan Reynolds. Now as we all know, Ryan Reynolds plays the Merc with the Mouth Deadpool, and Ryan Reynolds and The Rock seem to really hit it off on the set of Hobbs & Shaw. This led to Rob Liefeld, the creator of Deadpool, sending a message to The Rock via Instagram. Dearest The Rock, based on reports of outstanding chemistry between you and a familiar friend, I believe the next logical step is for you to join the Marvel Universe as Garrison Kane in a future Deadpool installment. You're a natural, and Kane is already celebrated by millions of comic fans who have thrilled by his adventures since I first introduced him in X-Force #2. Your pal, Rob. Now The Rock also replied to this, kind of flirting with the idea of playing Garrison Kane. Now if you're not familiar with Garrison Kane, he is associated with both Deadpool and Cable, and could be a lot of fun for The Rock to play in the movie. He has cybernetic arms, he seems like a very intense character, and it's definitely a role that The Rock can sink his teeth into. Now, it might be a little premature to be talking about Deadpool 3, considering recently at San Diego Comic-Con, Kevin Feige mentioned that a Deadpool movie or any of the X-Men movies would be pushed to Phase 5, which would be at least 3 or 4 years from now. That's plenty of time for The Rock to figure out whether or not he wants to be in the film. I'm sure that Marvel will have him in any capacity if he wanted to be a part of the MCU. It's just a matter of time now to figure out if it's going to be in Deadpool 3 or in another film or another project in the future. So let me know, guys, what do you think? Do you think The Rock is going to be cast in Deadpool 3 as Garrison Kane, or do you think that The Rock should be another MCU character? Now let's move to TV. Now there's been big news recently with Disney Plus. Now if you're not already familiar with Disney Plus is Disney's big streaming service. A lot of people have called Disney Plus the Netflix killer, and it might possibly be that. Now Disney owns majority stake in Hulu and also in ESPN. Now it's been recently announced that Disney Plus will be offered as a bundle along with Hulu and ESPN Plus. This is great news for people who already have Hulu, who could probably add on Disney Plus to their account. Now I was already extremely excited about Disney Plus to begin with, but now knowing that they have a bundle with Hulu and ESPN Plus, it's even more exciting. I believe that the bundle will be costing about $13 a month. Now if you were going to subscribe to all three of those services individually every month, I think that the bundle would save you about $5. I mean, now that adds up over time. That's like $60 a year. You can buy a lot of things with $60 if you're smart. Now in other news with Disney Plus, there is a lot going on. A lot of original content with Disney Plus. We already know about The Mandalorian. All the Marvel projects for Disney Plus have been announced, but what we just found out this past week is that Disney plans on reviving some classic children's movies. Now it looks like they want to revive Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Night at the Museum, and most importantly, Home Alone. Now, Home Alone has a very close place in my heart. It is my hands down favorite holiday movie out of all of them. Now, Home Alone was written originally for Macaulay Culkin by John Hughes. A lot of the reason why Home Alone was successful was because it was written specifically for Macaulay Culkin, and once you took that part of the equation out of the films, it really struggled, and it hasn't been the same since. I don't know, maybe they can start from scratch and find somebody who they can build this movie around. Disney has a great eye for talent. So, I mean, I will try to hold high hopes for it. If not, I mean, I can always watch the MCU stuff or you know, the Star Wars stuff on Disney Plus. Now, the last bit of news regarding Disney Plus is that Disney has just been reported to cancel a ton of their Fox projects. Now, as you know, Disney acquired Fox recently in a merger. Now, with that came a ton of projects that were already greenlit before the merger actually happened. Now, some of those movies that Disney scrapped were a sequel to a Chronicle movie, a movie based off of the extremely popular card game Magic the Gathering, a Mega Man movie, which could have been pretty interesting. There was actually a reboot of Flash Gordon that was in the works that was just canned, which is surprising that they wouldn't go ahead with that because it sounds awesome. Apparently, they were doing a reboot of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Now, that could have been really interesting to see. You know, it's another one that's a little disappointing to see them scrap it. Now, it's not to say that we won't see another version of these films made by Disney, but I think that they want to have more creative control over them. Also, I think that a lot of reason why they scrapped these is because maybe that they wanted to take these films and possibly make them series in some cases. I mean, like Magic the Gathering could be a great series for Disney Plus. It could be their version of the Witcher series. Flash Gordon would make a great series. There's a lot of possibilities, and unfortunately we won't see some of those films anytime soon, but that's not to say that we won't see them again sometime in the future. Now, tell me what you guys think. If there's any Fox productions that you might want to see Disney cover on their Disney Plus platform, let me know. Now, the last piece of news I want to go over this week is my meme of the week. Now, like every other millennial, I love me some memes. Dr. Fakenstein has blessed us with one of the best memes, in my opinion, for a long time this week. I never knew that I wanted to see a mashup between Parks and Rec and Full House, but now we have that. What was released this week was an intro video to Full House, but this time it's called Full House of Mustaches. And as you can see in the video, it's a deep fake visual effects video that places Ron Swanson's face on every single character in the opening credits of Full House. Now, it was done so well and so beautifully disturbing that Nick Offerman himself actually tweeted at Dr. Fakenstein thanking them for the video. I, for one, have to thank Dr. Fakenstein as well. It's beautiful work. I can rewatch it a million times. It is right in the sweet spot between disturbing and beautiful that I love. So if you guys want to check out the full video and other content from Dr. Fakenstein, I'll leave a link in the description below. Now, that's the news this week, guys. Be sure to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I will catch you again sometime soon. So until then, bye.